I'm Sue Kropbauer, and you could say I'm just slightly a little itty-bitty bit passionate about helping midlife, mid-career, 30 to 50-somethings build out a plan to achieve their personal and professional goals. Welcome to another week of Midlife Musings. These short videos are intended to provide some easy-to-digest gems that can get you out of the blah zone and moving towards achieving your goals. Now, last week we touched on the importance of taking advice. And that's whether it's free advice or you paid good money for it. I covered the rewards of simply taking action. Well, for the next few weeks, I'm going to be talking to entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, midtrepreneurs. My midlife musings are going to cover a lot of topics, but all are centered around business owners. Now, if you aren't one yet, but are considering becoming one, pay attention too. There's gold in them there hills, and you'll want to listen in. For anyone who hasn't been a business owner, you might romanticize about the idea of being an entrepreneur. I mean, think about it. Social media is jam-packed with glamorous CEOs and influencers and online experts who have it all together, talk about launching 6- and 7-figure businesses, and show pictures of themselves in front of private jets and allude to hefty take-home salaries. But if you've been an entrepreneur, you know the life of a business owner is rarely that simple, especially when it comes to small business owner compensation. Whether you're just getting started or you've been in the business for years, you are probably constantly asking yourself, what should I be paying myself? Should I take a salary? Well, in a word, yes. Well, probably, at least to some extent. If you're considering how much to pay yourself as an entrepreneur, you might be wondering what others in your shoes make. Especially if you were just vigorously nodding with me when we talked about all those glamour ads we see every day on social media. What's reality? So, well, what is the average entrepreneur's salary? Let me tell you. An American Express survey found that the average entrepreneur's salary is around $68,000 a year. Now, according to PayScale, that number is closer to $72,000 annually. And many small business owners take no salary at all. But that doesn't mean you should forego paying yourself either. Either way, it's clear most small business owners start their own business because they love what they do, not because they want to get rich fast. So, how many exactly? Well, MBO Partners, they're a provider of back office services to independent workers, found that 41 million adults across all ages and skill sets and income levels are working independently as consultants, freelancers, contractors, temporary on-call, or gig workers. They are contributing $1.3 billion to the U.S. economy. That's a lot of people and a lot of moolah. Anyone who's been an entrepreneur knows, well, frankly, it's hard work, often stretching late into the night and weekends. The good news is that as you grow, you can expect your earnings, and thus your take-home pay, to increase as well. But if you're a biz owner, you've probably worked harder at launching your business than you have ever at any other job in your life. It often feels like a 24/7/365 thing that never ends, especially during the startup phase. You pour blood, sweat, and tears, and who knows what else to making your dream a reality. So, is starting up a biz just a particular form of madness then? No. New research shows that over a lifetime, business owners tend to earn much more than employees. So, whether you're a startup entrepreneur or a biz owner who might not have it all together yet and not quite rolling in the dough each month, you will need to at least plan to receive some compensation for your hard work, sweat equity, and investment in your biz. So, should an entrepreneur take a salary? Yes. What's important to know is there isn't just one type of entrepreneur salary. There's no precise equation for determining how you should pay yourself either, as the right choice varies dramatically by your business type, your age, your financial health, and how your business cash flow can accommodate paying you. You can be an employee, take an owner's draw, or in the case of a sole proprietor or partner, In an LLC, for instance, your profits are personal income, according to the IRS at least. Oh, and for the sake of not getting in trouble with Uncle Sam, consult with a capable accountant. And if you don't have one yet, a certified public accountant is critical to find out specifically which tax regulations affect your company and how. An accountant can also be vital and help you find ways to make the most of deductions and shareholder distributions and other tax breaks that will help you maximize your bottom line and find the cash to pay yourself an entrepreneur's salary. So, depending on your business entity type or whether you're taking a salary or draw, there are tax pros and cons to taking a payout versus reinvesting in your company. Make sure you've educated yourself on these pros and cons and, well, plan ahead. Deciding exactly how much to pay yourself when you start a business is both an emotional and a practical decision. And it's easy to get caught in the idealism of entrepreneurship. Boy, it's exciting and terrifying at the same time. And although there's no exact salary equation that'll help you determine when or how much, the best way to avoid any emotional hemming and hawing is to think of your compensation strictly in terms of business. What's in the best long-term interest of your company? What is in the best for your personal bottom line for monthly expenses at home that will cover your commitments but not drain your business cash flow? Keeping this in mind, you'll ultimately be able to determine the take-home pay that's fair for your business and for yourself. Speaking of your entrepreneur dreams and goals, I practice what I preach. My lessons learned come from over 22 years of experience as a sales and business development executive in the global tech sector, a partner in a specialty marketing and design firm, the excitement of a software startup complete with demo days, pitching to venture capital and the like, as well as my own consulting firm. So why am I telling you this? One, so you know I'm much more than just a slick website, glossy course, and video lives. And two, because I'm deep in the weeds of developing a Midtrepreneur assessment workshop that will help you determine if your business idea will succeed before you get started. So stay tuned in the upcoming weeks, both for the weekly gems that I provide, but also I'll be opening up a wait list soon to my listeners before I open things to the general public. And that will include some sneak peeks and a pre-launch preview. But for now, I hope to see you again next week. Cheers.